What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Horror Fan 88 channel. I am back with another video here today to do a tag video, and just wanted to say real quick, happy October. Spooky season is finally here, so get ready for some cool stuff this Halloween on this channel. And yeah, so I'm definitely looking forward to that. But yeah, this is the Tag of the Living Dead by the Dark Fate over on Sean Ershen's channel. This is a zombie tag. It's 10 questions. A lot of fun to talk about. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started into this tag. This is all just personal opinions. So, yeah. First up, we have, what is the scariest zombie film? Now, of course, I guess I will go right ahead with Night of the Living Dead, the original. Not these days, not really scary, I guess, but it has a creepy factor to it. You know, the way it's shot, the way that the zombies move so slowly and creepy. And I think that the fact that it's in black and white helps a lot for the creepiness of it. But yeah, technically the first zombie film, because zombies did exist before this, but it was the first time that they were like this. You know, like undead creatures coming from the grave and, you know, eating human flesh. And yeah, George Romero just did a great job on this film. It's very creepy and effective, and it's one of the most iconic films in movie history. So, Night of the Living Dead. Next up, best gore and makeup effects. Now, this could be added into several different zombie films because there's a lot of films that have great gore, but the one I went with for now, this could very well change, is City of the Living Dead by Lucio Fulci, another one of my favorite zombie films. The gore in this film is absolutely disgusting, and you know, it is Italian horror, and they tend to be much more gross with their gore, and it's just awesome. But yeah, the gore in this movie, like the way the zombies look, are very disgusting, and the way they're shot. But like a zombie could grab someone by the head and like squeeze their head. It looks like fucking cottage cheese and blood coming out. And oh, the first time I ever saw this film, I was actually eating because I wasn't expecting it to be gross. And the scene where this particular character gut vomits, I was, oh god, like for real, like a full on like 3 minutes of this person just eyes starting to bleed and then literally vomiting up their guts and entrails, and it's disgusting but awesome. So, City of the Living Dead, love it. Next up, favorite zombie character. Now, of course, I know Bub is a very popular answer from Return of the Living Dead. Day of the Dead, I apologize. My personal favorite is Tarman from Return of the Living Dead. I just love the design of him. I love the brains, more brains. It's hilarious. He's such a cool character. They did have Tarman in Return of the Living Dead Part 2. It looked okay, but this one just looked the best in my opinion. And yeah, the Tarman is so damn cool. I'd love an action figure of him. But yeah, Return of the Living Dead. Next up, favorite badass zombie killing machine. And I guess this one makes sense. I will go with Alice from the Resident Evil franchise. I'm more familiar with, you know, some of the earlier Resident Evil movies rather than the later ones. But yeah, Alice is cool. She's great at killing zombies. And it's been such a long time since I've watched this franchise, or even the first 3 movies for that. But yeah, Alice. Next up, greatest zombie franchise. Of course, move these over. I guess I will go ahead and go with a classic, and that being the Of the Dead series by George Romero, Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, and honestly, that was the best of them right there. Land of the Dead, which I actually enjoyed this. You know, I always had fun with this one. And then, of course, you know, Diary of the Dead and Survival of the Dead. But anyway, yeah. But with that being said, I guess I will go with that one. Next up, fast or slow zombies. I guess I'll go with slow because, you know, they just had much more of a creepiness to them. You know, like, especially if they were in a herd and they were just walking towards you. But, I mean, if they're fast as shit, then, I mean, then it's over. I mean, if we're talking, like, Return of the Living Dead or Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead running zombies, then, I mean, yeah, we got no chance. But, so I guess I'll go with the slow zombies where you can just pretty much walk right past them. I mean, fast zombies, in my opinion, are probably scarier. But yeah, I just like slow zombies. It's more classic, and I just like the way it looks and everything. But yeah, next up, George Romero or Lucio Fulci when it comes to zombie films. And I will go with George Romero, of course, but it was difficult because I love Lucio Fulci's films. And, you know, of course, I've already mentioned City of the Living Dead. Probably his most famous zombie film, Zombie. The effects in this are great. You have a scene where a zombie is fighting a shark underwater, and it's real. Like, I believe it was an actual shark trainer in zombie makeup just wrestling the shark. You have some great gore, like the splinter through the eye. Just great stuff, and yeah. And of course, you have that classic zombie right there. But yeah, this my favorite Fulci film, The Beyond, which is, I wouldn't say a full-on zombie movie because it's more about the gates of hell, and you know there's zombies at the end of it, but yeah. But yeah, that's where I'd go with Romero, but I love Fulci as well. Next up, greatest zombie movie ever. Now, of course, this is very, what is the word I'm looking for? I don't know. Everyone's probably going to have a different answer, maybe. But now, I know a popular one would be Dawn of the Dead or Night of the Living Dead. Once again, I'm going to go with Return of the Living Dead. This has always been my favorite zombie film. It's in my top 5 horror movies of all time. It's so much fun. I could watch this movie every day and never get tired of it. Now, of course, it is more on the lines of a horror comedy, so yeah. So I guess if I wanted to go actually horror, then I'd go with Dawn of the Dead or something. But yeah, Return of the Living Dead. Next up, favorite kill in a zombie film. I mean, for that one, I guess I'm going to go with Captain Rhodes in Day of the Dead. I mean, it's brutal, it's nasty, you know. Bub shoots him in the gut when the whole swarm of zombies is coming at him. The moment they rip him apart and he just screams, "Choke on him!" It's crazy, and I love it. But yeah. And finally, most fun zombie film. Now, I've already showed it 3 times, but what the hell, I'll show it again. Return of the Living Dead. And, I mean, yeah, it's got my favorite zombie. It's my favorite zombie movie. I think it's the most fun zombie film. What can I say? I love Return of the Living Dead. But yeah, that is the Living Dead tag from The Dark Fate over on Sean Ershen's channel. Great tag. Had a lot of fun talking about this. Hopefully you enjoyed my answers. I tried to come up with them the best that I could. But yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next one. Happy October, and peace out.